Hello YouTube, War Future here, and it is time for another quick kind of like unboxing, unbagging type of thing. I got my orders in from eBay that I put in quite a while ago, actually. And this is to fill out one squad of Consecrators for my Dark Angels, and also a pre-heresy assault squad. So I got in a squad a little while ago, a couple weeks ago at least now, of the Mark IV Maximus armor. I believe it's Mark IV. Yeah, because Mark V is the pre-heresy. So I got the Maximus armor. It's kind of out of focus. There we go. And then I put in the studded shoulder pads there. So they look pretty cool. Although they are just 5, so I have the other 5 of the heresy armor Marines. I'm going to mix and match them in. And then I'll have the not the Consecrator, but the Corvus armor as the command squad. So that's what they look like. I tried to do the tutorial that Templar Crusade 01 put up on YouTube about getting the hot water and bending the arms and stuff. It didn't really work for me, but I think that's because I was a little impatient and didn't have hot enough water or let them soak in for enough amount of time, so I kind of broke them and green stuffed them instead. But hopefully it'll work out with the Mark V Marines. But these guys look pretty cool, and the Maximus armor is my favorite, although they do look pretty awesome. I think that the Corvus armor is my favorite. And then, so you guys can take a look, because I'm not sure if you've actually seen these guys painted up yet. They're not done, but that's what he looks like. Trying to do some checkered patterns on the legs. I'm actually not too sure about that now, but I might keep it up on the combat shield. Where's the storm shield? The combat shield? I think it's combat shield. And then the power axe there. So that's what they're going to be looking like for the most part. So let's get into the unbagging. Alright, so first up here we have from all4wargames.com. This is the company that I got off of eBay, and this is going to be the assault squad. So I'm going to put my camera down on my little box so I can use this to open up the bag. Ooh, a lot of little bits. Alright, let's take a look and see what we have here. So it's a big little mound of resin crack, as Templar Crusade would say. Let's try to organize these bits a little bit. So they are 5 of the Mark V pre-heresy armor, and this is what the jetpacks look like. I'm going to refocus this, hold on. That's a lot better. So that's what the backpacks look like, with the cool events and everything else. So they look pretty good. Not too many blemishes with the resin, which is always nice. I'm going to have to heat up some water and wash these down. So that's them. Get these guys out of the way. If I can pick them all up, that is. Alright. And then, yeah, just all the other bits, really. So here are the legs. And you've probably seen these guys on Forge World, so they look pretty cool. And I got the rest of the tactical squad, or the 5 combat squad guys in the Mark V, so I can kind of mix and match and hopefully make all of the assault squad running. Which would be pretty nice, because I like my running assault squads, not just standing there. So maybe I have this guy with the heavy weapon, which I'll be showing you guys soon. Some more running legs. And the torsos. Hopefully it's not like all whited out. Kind of lame. Let's see here. Let's show you the chain swords. But I will be using the chain axes I got about a couple months ago. So I have plenty of those left over that I can use for these. Some more running legs. The cool bolt pistols, which look pretty awesome. That's really whited out. There we go. So the cool pre-heresy looking bolt pistols, and then the tough part is going to be trying to glue in all the hands and all the arms, because they are all separate, as you can see here. They were all on sprues at one point, but for saving shipping costs, the company cut them all off. But that's just save shipping. So there's the head, which looks pretty cool. It's gonna be all nice and black with some red nodes on there. So that's all of the assault squad. The torso. You guys have seen the torsos before, though. My phone keeps going off. And then they all have the studded shoulder pads, which look pretty cool. So I shall move on to the combat squad. Alright, and so in Resin Crack pile number 2, we have the 5-man combat squad, and they're pretty much all the same. But the difference is that I have bolters that go with these, which were included in the auction, which is always nice because you have to buy them all separately, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But I guess that's what you get for buying Forge World. So they have, I think that's a Phobos, although I can be completely wrong. I'm not really much knowing of the guns. Let's see what it says. It doesn't say on the sprue. So there are the 5 guns. Some of the barrels need to be drilled out a little bit, but I'm not too worried. But there they are. And then they come with, I thought there would be more, but there's 3. There's hair. Nasty. Alright, so there's 3 of the chain, little chain attachments, and 1 of the blade, which is still a 4, which I thought there'd be more, but I guess everyone but one guy can have one, but you know, that's not really too much of a big deal for me. And then their backpacks look like this, but they're all the same as the regular guys. So there's the heads to get a better look. And then more of the same legs. So the legs are practically the same as from the other kit. Although one big difference is that these are more like a grayish tone of resin. I believe it was Templar Crusade 01 who said at one point that they had, or Forge World, they kind of had like a fine cast type of resin, and I can really tell the difference. Let me do a little quick showing of difference here. So I'll take these legs from that kit. I'll use 1 Maximus Armor bit, or 1 Maximus Armor guy, and then I'll use the legs from the Assault kit. 3 separate kits. These are the two of the same legs, but see, one of them is like completely whited out. Let me bring it over so it's not quite as dark, so you can actually see what I'm seeing. So the one on the right is slightly darker. Then you have this guy, bam, like completely darker. So there's obviously some type of change in the component of the resin that they've been using, because I don't remember really the resin looking this dark. I'm more used to seeing it like this, kind of like the fine cast color, I suppose, or like kind of like this, but I'm not sure. I don't really have that many Forge World models to begin with, but they look more plasticky. So there's those, and my next little unbagging here will be the heavy weapons set. Alright, so I got a little bit smarter with this set, but here you can see they have a plasma cannon, a heavy bolter, a multi-melta, and the last cannon. The last cannon is probably my favorite looking design. Kind of reminds me of the missile launcher for some reason, but there's really an elongated barrel that's resting on a shoulder. I think that looks pretty cool. So I'll be using the last cannon. I'm pretty sure, at least in my squad. I need to refocus this again. There we go. Alright, so I'll most likely be using the last cannon in my squad, but I could probably potentially use the, oh, I thought I lost it, the plasma cannon. So I'll show you guys that now. At first I thought this bit here looked a little weird because it's like this huge like orb thing that was on the guy's shoulder, but actually looking at it in person looks pretty cool. I can't really put this on a model shoulders itself because I don't have anything that's really ready for that, but it looks pretty cool. It has some interesting little padding designs inside it. It has kind of like a twin coolant system, so it's like a really oversized plasma pistol, I guess. But that looks pretty cool. Sorry, it's like really widened out. There we go. So there's that. Then you have the multi-melta. I'm just gonna tilt that way. See how that works. There we go. You can kind of see it a bit better now. Alright, so here's the multi-melta. I don't know if I can actually keep it in focus. And same little designs on the back. Some nice little cooling systems. The pre-heresy type of muzzle brake. And then on the other side. So there's that. And then last but not least, you have the heavy bolter. Change that around. And there we go. Alright, so here's the heavy bolter. Has a unique, or the all-deafening skull on the side there. With large amounts of flash on this. I'll have to make sure I don't chop anything up that's important. There's really huge banana clip style magazine on there, which looks pretty funny. But hey, I mean, it's pre-heresy. Looks cool though. And then you get into the backpacks now, which are unique in themselves, as they have like their vents pointed backwards. In the event that you actually have the heavy weapon, and then you have the backpack actually like resting, so you don't want anything to hit it, hit the backpack itself. So it's kind of pretty cool how they were able to design that. So there's those four, and then you have the regular hands, which really wouldn't be too much of a defect if you used these arms in correlation with like Maximus armor, so you can kind of tell they have like their own little style there. But you know what? It won't really matter too much. You can say that they have special armor for their weapons. And then you have this kind of cool arm. They have like their own like control or stabilization arm. They kind of throw it on their side, so they can stabilize this huge battery that's going off around them, or right on top of them. So there's that. And so that'll conclude my little unboxing, my little showcase of all my resin stuff that I got today. And so this will be going towards my Contemptors, my Consecrators army, which is the Dark Angels successor chapter. I chose them because I wanted to do a pre-heresy Space Marine army, but I wanted them to also kind of mix in with my Dark Angels if I wanted to, and since they would be kind of both using the same kits, and I have plenty of bits for Dark Angels, I kind of like the Consecrators fluff as well, so I thought they'd be pretty fun to be able to paint up. I wanted to do a little challenge, and so they're black armor, which is definitely something I don't paint all the time, so it's pretty fun to do and change up it every once in a while. So I have now the Tactical Squad, Assault Squad, Command Squad, a Space Marine Commander, and I also have a Relic Contemptor, or Contemptor, however you want to pronounce that. Let's see here, I got a missing bit. So, you guys haven't seen this guy before, unless you've been on my Facebook page or Instagram account, then you know all about this dude. But he has the twin-linked assault cannons, and the missile launcher. Let me zoom back out. Alright, hopefully that'll be better now. So he has the twin-linked assault cannons and the, pretty much the, I forgot the name of it is, but the missile launcher system there. They have their own unique names for the Contemptor weapons. But he has those, and he looks pretty cool on my awesome bases. It has the grid design, but you can't really see it too well. And they are magnetized, so I can swap them out for other weapon options if I want, except for the missile launchers. I've glued those in place. And then these arms can switch out. I put in smaller magnets than I should have, actually. I should have really put in larger magnets in, but at the time I just couldn't really find any. But this is my Contemptor, and also in the back there I have my Rhino. or my Razorback conversion, which you've all seen before. And so that's a nice little unique army that I have going on for these guys here, and they will be included in my main Dark Angels army, which is probably most likely gonna round off my Dark Angels. So from here on out, I will finish on painting up my Dark Angels. I have a squad that I'm still painting up right now. School has started for me again this past Monday, so I'm back in college. But I do have one day where I have 4 hours in between class, so I can definitely fit in some painting there if I'm not playing on my Xbox. Plus also some of the days where I won't have homework and stuff. So I will be painting again pretty soon. Especially all the new models I've been getting, and I'll be pretty much concluding all my purchasing of models for quite some time. But with that being said, and Space Marine's kind of dwindling away, my Tau will be returning. I've been getting questions about my Tau, and yes, they will be returning. I'm trying to strip all the paint off of them that I can, so I can save as many as I can. Although I won't be doing anything definite with them until probably a Codex comes out. But we don't know when that is. So I shall be painting all the base models, like the Fire Warriors and my Devilfish and everything like that. Because those are pretty much not going to change. The only thing will be the Crisis suits, so probably changing out weaponry and getting new ones. We'll see how that goes, but I'll be focusing on the infantry. I'll be making some new Pathfinders, because if you guys remember, I did my own little, this is really out of focus, my own plastic conversion for my Pathfinders. I haven't made railguns for them yet, but I shall try to do that, or try to just find like the metal ones and then just convert those to my plastic ones if I need to. So that's about it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and I shall talk to you guys soon. Please check out my Facebook page and my Instagram account. Facebook, just facebook.com/4petri, and all of my Instagram pictures of 40k stuff at least will be going on that Facebook page. Anything else that's not related to Warhammer will be also on my Instagram account. Kind of work related subjects and other little things I find around my house, like my dogs and hiking and my water bottle. And so all those other pictures will be on Instagram as well as 40k stuff. So if you want to check that out, links will be in the description, or you can search for my name, W_Petri, for Instagram. And I shall talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.